This is Arts Alive. I'm Lynda Philippi. My guests today are Molly Jansen, Leslie Lucier, and Stephanie Belt-Verhoff. And they're here today to talk about The Secret Garden, which is currently playing at Gallery Theater in McMinnville and will be running for a few more weeks. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Stephanie, we'll start with you since you're the director. You want to talk a little bit about what made you decide to do The Secret Garden?
Well, it's one of my favorite musicals of all time.
Okay.
And growing up, I used to read the book, the very famous book by Frances Hodgson Burnett. And as an adult, I read it every January or February when we're plunged into rainy, cloudy skies all the time. And I just love the book because the hope that the garden will return and spring and color and light is really touching to me. So that's why I decided to propose The Secret Garden.
And how long has it been done as a musical?
It was first produced on Broadway in the early 90s.
Okay.
And it had a great run on Broadway. It won several Tony Awards. And now it's really common in community theaters to do The Secret Garden.
And I guess you said that this is a production with a large cast?
Yeah, we have about 30 in our cast. And we have ranging the ages, there's a large range of age in our cast. And also we had several people audition from Salem and various other communities around here. So we're really excited to welcome a lot of new people to the gallery as well in our cast.
Do you want to talk a little bit about the cast members that you brought today?
Sure, absolutely. Well, Molly Jansen is here. She plays the role of Mary Lennox. Mary Lennox is really the main character in the story. She's the one that is orphaned and sent to live with her Uncle Archibald at Misselthwaite Manor. And she quickly realizes there's a lot of secrets, and she goes about sleuthing the secrets of the house and the gardens. And then Leslie actually plays Dickon. And Dickon is a boy that befriends Mary and helps her kind of unlock the secrets of the house and the gardens. And Dickon really is Mary's first friend, too.
So Leslie, what made you decide to audition for Dickon?
Well, I didn't. I auditioned for female roles, and I got a call from Stephanie, and she asked if I would be interested in, what did you say, playing a pants role?
Yeah.
And I have some background. I have played a few other men in plays, and so she believed that I could do it, and I knew that I could do it, and it seemed more interesting to me than another female role, so I jumped on board.
And are you enjoying it?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's so much fun. I look forward to it. I'm missing it right now that we're not in performance.
And I know that people have talked to me about, because you've already had the opening weekend, talked to me about how fabulous the music is and how wonderful the voices are. And I know that you have a really special music director.
Yeah, we are so fortunate to have Alex Nitschke from Germany be our music director. He was a good friend of Carolyn McCloskey's and had been looking to do a production in the United States. And so he came over about a month ago and started helping us with the show. And he's also our performance pianist as well. So it's been hopefully a really unique opportunity for people in the cast to work with a professional musician and a professional theater artist. And I know that he's having a blast. So.
That's fun. So how's it been for you two ladies to work with him?
Go ahead.
It's been really great. He's an awesome music director.
You feel like you're learning?
Yeah,
Good.
he's a good teacher, and he knows the music really well, and he directs it really well. He plays it really well. It's just...
That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, he's awesome.
When you're with somebody who really knows what they're doing, and kind of makes everybody's game come up, doesn't it? Wow.
Absolutely.
So the live musicians are right on the stage.
They are, yes. Alex actually helped me design the set,
Okay.
and we created kind of a large spiral ramp, and they're positioned, we have an 11-piece orchestra, and they're positioned center stage kind of in the middle of the ramp, and so the actors walk amongst them, almost above them. And so it's a really interesting visual and for our audience, and I really wanted that for our gallery patrons, the opportunity to see it, have a live orchestra on our stage, and I really had a vision so that they could see the instrumentalists playing and they're really a part of it. So.
You know, that's true, because a lot of times when you go see a musical, the orchestra's in the pit, you know, and at the end, of course, the conductor comes up and takes his bow. I mean, and you know that you're very aware that they're there, but they don't really seem to be as much a part of the production as the actors. So that's true, isn't it? A good way to bring them in.
Yeah.
What's the music like?
Well, the music that Dickens sings is very different than any of the other music in the show. So as far as the other music that's in the show, I would say that it's very difficult, and it has taken a long time for us to really feel comfortable. For a long time it kind of felt like the show was driving us. And now we've got it.
Yeah.
And we are really just, we've taken it by the reins and we're driving it.
And so what about your role in particular? You said it's really different?
Yeah, it is, as opposed to the kind of classical, is that,
Operatic, almost.
yeah, of the rest of the show. Dickens' songs are folk rock. Is that how they were described? And I think that's
Okay.
a great description.
Is that to bring off his boy energy?
That's just how it was written into the show. He's just a completely different free spirit that is roaming the moor, that lives on the property.
And does the musical, does it follow the book pretty closely?
It does follow the book pretty closely. It definitely has, you know, the major themes in the book and the major actions and plot line of the book. It doesn't, you know, the audience has to fill in with their imagination. We really take them on a storytelling journey and ask them to come with us. So I purposefully didn't put like a lot of scenic elements on the stage, because I wanted it to be, when you read a book, those images, you develop those images in your brain as you read, and I wanted that same feeling for our audience, is that as they watch, our actors help develop those images for them.
So it's not real garden-y.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have fake flowers on the stage or anything like that. Yeah.
And your character goes on quite a journey, right?
Yes.
In terms of the emotional development and the whole story. So how is that for you? You like it?
Yeah, it's very interesting to play a role that changes so much throughout the whole show.
Because you've done quite a few things with Gallery, haven't you?
Yeah. I've been in 6 shows, and through 3 of them, not including this one, I've been a main role. And it's been a really good, like, I feel like all of them have been good experiences, and it's just great.
Well, you're an amazing singer, too.
Thank you.
So, I mean, that's probably why you keep getting all these roles, is because you're really good.
Thank you.
You must like acting.
Yes, I love acting.
I mean, do you see yourself doing this into the future?
I do.
Yeah?
I think it would be a really cool path to kind of follow.
I think so too, especially with the singing piece, because it's more than just, you know, not just a pretty face, you also have a pretty voice. Is there a lot of dancing?
There's actually not a lot of dance in this show. It's really a musical piece. There's actually very little dialogue, too. It really functions like a 90s Broadway musical, where the music just flows from one song to the next. There's a lot of long ballad pieces, and so there's really only one major musical number that has some movement to it, but it's not your average musical, really. It's abstract and but very exciting between the music and the staging.
Yeah, somehow you don't think of the secret garden, you know, like, you know, step together, kick, turn,
Exactly.
you know, with people just prancing about on the stage. It doesn't lend itself to that.
No, it doesn't.
And talk to me about costuming too.
Well, the Secret Garden takes place in the Edwardian period, and so the costume is absolutely magnificent. We had a Linfield student do the costuming
really?
for us, and
Wow.
I'm really excited for her to have it on her resume, because she really did an incredible job. And there's a lot to look at with the costumes, a lot of details. And I know her goal was just to have the audience keep looking deeper and deeper into the character. So, yeah.
That's great. I've seen a little bit, just a few pictures here and there of. I thought, oh, the costumes look so beautiful. I can't wait to see the play. It looks like it's really amazing. In terms of the music, is it difficult with the musicians on the stage and right there with the actors? Is that hard in terms of being able to hear what's going on?
It was very difficult.
You have to sing loud.
Yes, and speak very loud and talk with a lot of diction, and it feels very unnatural. But for the stage, it is natural, especially in that type of environment. And so we definitely had a learning curve that had to take place, because every time a new instrument was introduced, that's that much more volume and diction that needed to happen. But we've come so far from the very, very beginning to where we are now.
Is this more than, I mean, when you'd seen this obviously done before, and did you have any idea that it was going to be this intense?
Well, I wanted it to be intense.
Yeah, of
because
course.
That's what I do.
Right.
And for me, because I have a background in theater education, I always approach things from what can we learn? What kind of journey can we go on? And for me, when I'm working on a show, I really want people to build their skills and keep growing as artists, and it to be really collaborative. So I wanted to introduce things to my cast that would build their skills as actors and take us to a new level. And I'm really excited by that.
I think that's really great when a theater company, gallery in this case, decides to do something maybe that's not to say that Secret Garden is not necessarily in itself such a controversial work, but maybe the way it's staged, or something about the music, or as you say, something about the way that the actors have to really expand maybe their knowledge base or skill set. I think that's exciting. I think it's exciting for the people who are doing it, and I think it's exciting for the audience too, because you can really see that happening, and kind of feel like you're a part of it.
I agree. One of the things that I did as a director with the young adults in our cast is we had an acting academy.
Oh.
And so one of my ideas was, let's build their skills, and then we had acting academy once a week for about 45 minutes, and then what they learned they could then apply on stage. So that's just, I guess that's my passion really, is how can we elevate our performance, what can we learn, how can we keep building our skills. So
the next time that you decide to direct a play, you'll have more actors with more skills that have developed.
hopefully, yes.
Yeah, I think that's great. So let's run through the dates again.
Yeah, we opened May 2nd and we run until May 24th. Friday and Saturday performances are at 7:30. Sunday performances begin at 3 o'clock. And if you're interested in getting tickets, you can call the Gallery Theater box office, or you can also order tickets online.
Perfect, great. Okay, well, thank you very much for being here today. It was
you.
a wonderful interview, and wonderful to see you all, and I can't wait to see the show.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't